At 82, I've learned a lot about life, but there's one decision I deeply regret: moving into a nursing home. At the time, it seemed like the right choice. My family encouraged it, promising that I'd have all the care and comfort I needed. I believed them, but once I got there, I realized that the reality was nothing like what I had imagined. I know many of you might be thinking about this option, whether for yourself or a loved one. Maybe you feel like it's the safest decision, or maybe you've been told it will make life easier. But before you take that step, I want to share 6 things I wish someone had told me before I moved in. Because the truth is, life in a nursing home isn't just about convenience. It changes everything. And once you go in, getting out isn't as simple as you think. Stay with me until the end, because some of these lessons might surprise you. If you know someone considering a nursing home, this video might be exactly what they need to hear before making a life-changing decision. Now, let's get started. Regret 1. I lost my independence. Moving here stripped away my independence, a loss I didn't expect to cut so deep. At home, I ran my days. I'd wake slowly, brew tea, pick my meals, maybe dust the shelves. Even with arthritis, I decided what, when, how. Here, the nursing home sets the rules. Breakfast is 8 o'clock sharp, no sleeping in. Lights out at 10 o'clock, ready or not. Want to walk the hall? You need staff, a schedule, approval. Choices, clothes, snacks, even radio stations feel like requests, not rights. My first day, I tried making toast, craving my old routine. No kitchen, no toaster, just a tray of cold eggs. I felt unmoored. I pushed back once, asked to eat later. It's how we do things, they said, kindly but firm. I stopped asking, molded myself to their clock, lost my rhythm. My friend Bill, 80, a retired mechanic, felt it too. He'd tinker in his garage daily. Now, he sits, hands idle, spirit dim. Independence isn't just doing, it's being. I didn't know how much I'd craved deciding my own moments until they vanished. My kids thought this kept me safe, but safety without control feels hollow. I see new residents, still stubborn, thinking they'll keep their ways. They won't, not here. I wish I'd fought to stay home, hired help, anything to hold my reins. If you're eyeing a nursing home, picture your daily choices: morning coffee, evening walks, quiet hobbies. Can you let them go? Because losing independence isn't just losing tasks. It's losing the you who decides. And that's a wound that doesn't heal easily. If this resonates, comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Subscribe and hit the bell for more wisdom. Let's continue. Regret 2. I felt forgotten. The second regret is loneliness, a quiet ache I never saw coming. My family swore they'd visit. Every Sunday, my daughter said, picturing grandkids' laughter. My son promised calls, coffee dates. At first, they came: flowers, hugs, warmth. But life's current pulls hard. My daughter's job stretched her thin. Grandkids had rehearsals. My son traveled for work. Visits became texts. Then silence. I'd watch the parking lot, hoping for their car, heart sinking when it didn't come. Christmas was toughest. They planned a big day, but a flu kept them home. I sat in the common room, tinsel around me, eating pie alone, other residents' eyes on empty chairs. I didn't blame them. Life happens, but I felt erased. Nursing homes tuck you away, out of sight, out of mind. You're not at barbecues, not in quick calls, so you slip. My neighbor, Ellen, 85, kept a calendar, marking days her kids might come. Most stayed blank, her smile fading. I did it too, clutching my phone, too proud to beg. One night, I nearly dialed my daughter, needing her voice, but stopped, fearing I'd sound needy. That's when I knew. Loneliness isn't just missing faces, it's missing your place in them. At home, neighbors dropped by, shared stories, kept me woven into life. Here, staff rush, residents drift apart. I wish I'd known how fast I'd feel forgotten, how much I'd need connection. If you're considering a nursing home, ask, can you bear days when no one shows? Because being forgotten isn't just empty hours, it's losing your thread in the world, and that cuts deeper than you expect. If you're still with me, comment number 2 below. Haven't subscribed? Do it now and ring the bell. More regrets ahead. Regret 3. My purpose dissolved. My third regret is losing my purpose, the fire that kept my days alive. At home, I had roles: gardener, cook, friend. I'd water my ferns, bake bread for church, write letters to my sister. Even small chores, folding laundry, feeding the cat, gave me reason to move to be. Here, the nursing home does it all. Meals come pre-made, rooms stay tidy, plants aren't mine to tend. I thought I'd relish no responsibilities, just rest. But rest turned to drift. Days blur, breakfast, TV, nap, repeat. Without tasks, I felt hollow, like a clock with no tick. My friend Sarah, 79, a retired teacher, used to plan lessons in her head, always creating. Here, with no students, no projects, she'd stare out windows, saying, I'm useless now. I felt it too. I tried knitting, but the yarn was cheap. My heart wasn't in it. Bingo nights, crafts, they're fillers, not purpose. My mind slowed. My drive faded. I stopped dreaming of tomorrow. Once my grandson asked, What'd you do today, Nana? I mumbled about a game show, ashamed I had nothing real to share. At home, I was someone, maker, giver, doer. Here, I'm a resident waiting for the next meal. I wish I'd known how much I'd miss feeling needed, how fast idleness would dim me. I see others, once builders, singers, parents, now shadows, their spark gone. If you're considering a nursing home, think, what drives you to rise each morning? Because losing purpose isn't just losing time, it's losing your why. And without it, you shrink into someone you don't recognize, wondering where your meaning went. If this resonates, comment number 3 below. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay connected. Let's move on. Regret 4. My strength faded fast. The fourth regret is how fast my body weakened, a betrayal I didn't foresee. At home, I wasn't spry, but I coped. I'd walk to the bakery, carry bags, climb stairs, slow but steady. Gardening, digging, planting kept my arms strong, my heart active. In the nursing home, effort stops. Staff bring food, push wheelchairs, lift you up. At first, it felt kind, no strain. But soon, my legs shook crossing the room. My grip faltered on a cup. I'd been self-reliant, now I leaned on aids for basics. My friend George, 82, came in walking proud, a former mail carrier. 9 months later, he shuffled, then stopped, his cane useless. I didn't fight it, he said, voice low. It's the system. When you don't move, you lose ground. I tried hallway laps, but staff hovered, worried I'd fall. No gardens here, no chores, just chairs and beds. My doctor said, keep active. But ease was tempting, and I gave in. Now my knees lock, my breath's short. I'm older than my years. I wish I'd pushed harder, walked more, refused help I didn't need. My kids thought this place would preserve me, but it sped my decline. I see new folks, still sturdy, sitting too much, not knowing what's coming. At home, life was my gym, sweeping, stretching, living. Here, inactivity's the rule, and bodies obey it. I'd tell anyone, don't trade motion for comfort. If you're considering a nursing home, ask, will you keep your strength when everything's done for you? Because your body doesn't pause, it fades. And rebuilding what's lost is a fight you might not have the power to win. If you're feeling this, comment number 4 below. Subscribe and ring the bell for more. Next regret's up. Regret 5. I gave up my privacy. My fifth regret is losing my privacy, a loss that stole my dignity. At home, I had my space, bedroom, door shut, bathroom mine, thoughts private. I'd read late, undisturbed, or soak in the tub. No rush. In the nursing home, walls feel thin. Staff knock, enter fast, checking charts mid-talk. Need to dress? An aide there, watching, helping. even when you'd rather manage. Shared rooms kill silence. My roommate's radio drones. Her coughs jolt me awake. My first week, I spilled tea, struggled to change. An aide stepped in, efficient, but I felt exposed, not the woman who'd run a shop. Another time, my meds were listed aloud, others nearby, my secrets aired. Even meals, when what? Follow their plan, not mine. I tried a curtain for my bed, craving a corner. Not allowed, they said, citing rules. My friend Mary, 78, hated aides reading her diary to check confusion. She'd hide it, eyes fierce, whispering, "This is all I have." At home, I was private, whole. Here, I'm open. A case file, not me. I wish I'd known how much I'd miss my own space, my own terms. My family thought care meant security, but care without privacy feels like a spotlight, burning away your shell. I've adapted, smiled through intrusions, but each one shrinks me. I see others, once proud, now flinching at open doors, exposed lives. If you're considering a nursing home, picture your quiet moments, locked doors, personal rituals. Can you live without them? Because privacy isn't just space, it's your dignity, and losing it turns you into someone who feels less every time the door swings wide. If this speaks to you, comment number 5 below. Subscribe and hit the bell to keep up. One last regret. Regret 6. I couldn't go back. The 6th regret is the hardest. Moving here felt reversible, but leaving isn't. I told myself it was a trial. If it's bad, I'll go home, I thought, picturing my porch, my bed. But life unravels fast. My house was rented out. My kids said it made sense. Funds for care. After a year, I was weaker, less sure. Cooking, cleaning, living alone seemed impossible. My savings drained. My things sold. My world shrank to this room. I'd lie awake, dreaming of my garden, my books. But going back meant rebuilding from nothing, and I felt too small. My friend Laura, 81, tried leaving after 4 months. Her condo was gone, her kids too far, her confidence shot. "I'm trapped," she cried, hands shaking. The longer you're here, the more your old life fades. Friends move, neighbors forget. Your place dissolves. I told my daughter I wanted out, but she frowned, listed risks, meant well. I stopped asking, fear winning. Nursing homes don't just hold you, they rewrite your story. I wish I'd tried home care, senior flats, anything less final. My family saw this as a fix, not a lock. I see new residents, hopeful, thinking they'll leave if it's wrong. I want to say, plan your way out first. If you're considering a nursing home, ask, what if you hate it? Can you restart with no home, no strength, no plan? Because leaving isn't packing a bag, it's clawing back a life that's been taken apart, piece by piece. And that battle, once you're settled in, is fiercer than you'll ever expect. If you're still here, comment number 6 below. Subscribe and hit the bell for more. Let's wrap this up. Final thoughts. Looking back, I don't regret growing older, but I do regret believing that a nursing home was my only option. I walked in expecting comfort, safety, and a better quality of life. What I found instead was a world that slowly took away my independence, my privacy, my purpose, and even my sense of self. Does that mean nursing homes are all bad? Not necessarily. Some people genuinely need the level of care they provide. But before you make that decision, think carefully about what you're giving up, because once you move in, life will never be the same. If I could do it over, I would have fought harder to stay in my own home, explored more ways to get help without giving up my freedom, and made sure I truly needed to be there before making such a permanent move. If you're facing this decision, I hope you take the time to ask yourself, is this truly what's best for me, or is it just what seems easiest right now? Because the life you have today, your routines, your independence, your choices, is worth holding on to for as long as you can. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.